All right, welcome back. Coming up on 12:15 on this Wednesday, meteorologist Damon Matson here. Damon, yeah, not a bad day today.
See, it's not bad enough we have anything to complain about, right?
I like it. I like how you put it. I don't have anything to complain about today.
Right. I mean, yeah, could it be cooler? Could it be, a little bit less humid again? Sure, but
for a summer day,
pretty good.
Yeah,
we'll take it, and things are looking at least in our favor as we head throughout the rest of this Wednesday. Now, after today, that's a different story. Here's our view out toward the Washington Monument. Still some clouds, maybe even a little haze there in the sky. And yes, we did have a fair amount of cloud cover hanging about early this morning. It pushed in overnight. It's not going to be anything other than just that little bit of cloud cover, but in the end, it's helping us out here, keeping those temperatures a little bit more in check for the time being. We're mostly looking at 80 to 82 degrees across the entire DMV. DC on the higher end there. And of course, we have Winchester just a little bit lower at 79. But as we see more sunshine, yes, these temperatures will dial up a bit more so this afternoon. And because we saw those clouds rolling back in, that was another sign that a little bit of moisture has entered back into the picture. So yes, the dew points, they've gone up just a little bit more once again. We're seeing more middle to upper 60s, leaning more into that muggy range. But unlike what we had last week and for the last several weeks, we're not seeing 70s across this map. That is downright stifling humidity, so we're not to that point at the very least. Now, as far as that satellite and radar loop goes, again, extremely quiet. Yes, we have been noticing that layer of low clouds that sometimes is tough to pick up on our satellite loop here, but outside of that, it continues to be extremely quiet. We have no fronts, no rainfall approaching us as high pressure is hanging on off the coast of Cape Cod right there. And as long as that high stays nearby, well, it is going to stay quiet. But because it's now east of us, we are going to start to see more of a southerly wind, which means temperatures, humidity levels, they'll be on the rise. Check this out. As we head later on into the afternoon, again, it's going to depend on how much cloud cover you see at your exact location, but most of us do climb back into the middle 80s, and those that see a little bit more sunshine likely make a run toward 87, 88. Yes, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still not bad for a summer afternoon. Now, tonight we do just drop back down to, again, a little bit warmer, but still comfortable levels in the upper 60s, lower 70s. But then tomorrow is when we begin to dial things up a bit more. We're going to see those air temperatures into the lower 90s. At the same time, humidity is really going to start to dial up. The heat index is not going to be an issue here today because that humidity stays in check. But look at tomorrow. Air temps in the lower 90s. We'll have feels like temps in the middle to upper 90s. That is another sign that humidity really is going to start to build. And then on Friday, this is when the worst of it is expected, folks. We're talking about air temps in the upper 90s, and with more humidity than Thursday, there's those feels like temperatures by Friday afternoon in the triple digits, perhaps pushing 105 across a good chunk of the DMV. So that's what we have to gear up for. Stifling conditions to wrap up the week. But we do cap that off with some rain and storms rolling back in, but it will be a bit active over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday.